Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Satoshi Sean, and you are at the Cryptopolitan, your one-stop shop for all news when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. If it is your first time here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We get out news videos to you every day, and also a weekend report. If you're an old subscriber or a new subscriber, or whatever, please crush that like button. It really helps us out with YouTube's algorithm. Let's jump into the news. First off, it looks like regulators are pushing cryptocurrency investors towards Europe. This isn't looking like more of a retail push. It's pushing like VC and large investors to invest in European startups. Which, I mean, the European startups are getting a lot more piece of the cryptocurrency pie, but still, European investment is dwarfed when it comes to the amount of money that VCs are investing in Silicon Valley. Current U.S. policies and stances make it appear that the U.S. regulators are pushing cryptocurrency investors towards Europe. Now, although Europe's GDP is somewhat similar to that of China or the U.S., its tech industry of Europe has been lagging for almost past 20 years. So when it comes to tech, it's pretty much the United States and China. America is worth a little about $1.33 trillion, which is that's a lot of money. European firms were only around 240 billion. 240 billion still, a quarter of a trillion is nothing to sneeze at, but it's literally less than $1 trillion of what the U.S. Tech industry has been. But with all of the negative stances and hard-nosed stances that China and the United States and even the UK is starting to fall into it now, especially with Brexit. They could just be going against the European Union, but it seems like everything's going towards other European countries as well as Asian countries like Singapore and so on. But reportedly, demand for cryptocurrencies in Europe seems to be increasing. In 2018, the 4 topmost deals of cryptocurrencies in Europe raised about $300 million. Once again, that's pretty big for the top 4 in one of the worst bear markets in history. So, all right. Hopefully the U.S. and China and UK get their heads out of their butts. Russia is going to implement cryptocurrency tax before regulation. I just thought this was funny. It just really illustrates how stupid governments are, how ass backwards they are, and also how greedy they are. So before labeling cryptocurrency, regulating cryptocurrency, even creating a framework of what the heck it is, for people in their government to understand it, they want to tax it. They want to get that money. So after a meeting with the Russian committee, which they actually have a Russian committee for digital economy, it was decided that the Federation will implement guidelines for taxing cryptocurrencies before the legislative process for regulating the digital assets are finalized. Meaning that individuals who file taxes on a monthly basis will have to classify their cryptocurrencies as capital gains, which this gets so convoluted. As well as calculate the due tax based on the exchange rate of a cryptocurrency exchange that they're currently using. Here we go. So the crypto exchange, if the crypto exchange is located outside of the country, the conversion will happen thusly. The crypto asset will first be converted into Bitcoin, and then into USD, and then finally into rubles. And then they'll figure out how much they owe. It sounds so simple. An interesting story, jumping over to Iran. The Iranian police have arrested a smuggler and constipated. I don't edit these, so that's going to be in there. The Iranian police constipated $300,000 worth of crypto mining hardware. Now, Iran had made crypto mining legal, and it was looking. So the only thing I can really gather is that this person just didn't pay his taxes in bringing all the hardware and stuff into the country, which was just kind of stupid. If you got $300,000 for miners, you got a couple $1,000 for the government. The Iranian provincial police have made the most important arrest within the month of July, as they stopped a driver seemingly driving a logistics order truck across Iran when it turned out he was smuggling $300,000 worth of crypto mining hardware, right after the industry was legalized in the country. Now, it's important to note that he was not arrested at the customs office. He was like in the middle of Iran, on the main highway, driving this truck. So I'm sure that that's just what he just didn't pay the taxes once again. Iran taxes, Russian taxes. It's, those governments want their money, man. He had over 117 pieces of hardware, whatever that means. It could have been mining over $1 million per quarter in cryptocurrencies. Didn't say they were Bitcoin miners, just that they were crypto miners. But just pretty interesting. Lastly, this story really scared the crap out of me. I think it's really, really important for a lot of reasons. The Central Bank of China, CBC, says that it wants to speed up the National Digital Currency Project. So, China's central bank mentioned that they will be seeking alternative methods to speed up the adoption of a nationalized digital currency. So they want to come out of the Central Bank of China with a national crypto, which will probably be backed by the yuan, to combat Facebook's Libra. Now, as of now, or as of a week or so ago, Facebook Libra looked like it wasn't going to happen. But I've noticed that there's a lot of rumblings about it, that it's being pushed forward and it might happen. And I didn't understand why until I read this story. The announcement was made on August 2nd, right before the authorities conveyed behind closed doors, central bank, of course, their video conference, post-conference. We are aware that specific task force will be dedicated to monitoring cryptocurrency trends all over the world, while the bank is in search of technology providers to build a platform. So this looks like it's going to happen. It looks like China is going to have a digital currency, the first real digital fiat currency. Now, Libra came out and scared the crap out of banks, scared the crap out of the West, scared the crap out of the dollar, scared the crap out of the U.S. government. And they kind of shut it down. It looked like it was going to slink away and back down. But if China comes out with its own digital currency that's backed by its by its fiat currency, the yuan, I see the federal government greenlighting a lot of Facebook's crap. Is Facebook in league with China? Is this all just a game that Facebook's been playing with China from the beginning? I don't know. But I think this is the one thing that that would push the U.S. government to greenlight and just back off of Facebook completely, to try to run Facebook as a puppet, to use Facebook, to not go head-to-head. It's kind of a currency Cold War. Just like, the United States and the Soviet Union didn't do a lot of head-to-head clashes, but they used other countries. They did things behind the scenes, and I think that this is a way that the U.S. government and the West in general could think they're going to use Facebook to combat the Chinese menace threat of a digitalized currency from China. So this does scare the crap out of me. And it looks like, I don't know whether Facebook's playing everybody in a brilliant move, but this is definitely something to watch. And it looks like that looks like the Chinese cryptocurrency is just going to happen no matter what, though. So something's coming. That's about it for today. Sorry to end on a scary note, but please leave me a comment down below. It's nice hanging out with you guys. Crush the like button. I'm Satoshi Sean. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.